Again, y'all may or may not have saw that. Alright, welcome back to the Snake Eyes Needs a Dollar channel. I'm Snake Eyes, obviously the owner of this channel. Alright, before we get started with this video we got going on, I need y'all to stream that new song Addicted. It came out December 17th. It is now available on all streaming platforms. It's going to be links below in the description. Also, don't forget to check out the rest of my music. That's also going to be in the description as well. Brother got big dreams, but don't have a big bank account. So, I need y'all help. You have to GoFundMe link down there. Donate whatever you can. Any contribution is greatly appreciated. That link will also be in the description. Alright? I'm going to shout out my social medias. My Twitter, Snake Eyes, capital S in the beginning, _ dollar with a capital D, and dollar as in Dame Dollar. My IG is all lowercase Snake Eyes _ W dollar. Like, comment, subscribe before I kick y'all ass. I'm just playing. I know how I be doing already. Okay? So without further ado, this episode is going to be my top 10 songs of 2021, right? At the end of the year, we got to go through it. What's my favorite ones, all right? So this is going to be bottom up. So it's going to be from the 10th to my favorite song of this year, okay? It's my list. Don't say, oh, you forgot anything. Well, you know what? You could say that and you can argue with me, or if you want to suggest some songs I should listen to that came out in 2021, do so. But again, it's my list. I feel pretty damn strong about my list, alright? Another kind of disclaimer, I could include my songs in there, but I do enough of talk about myself already, and I'm probably going to continue to talk about how great I am at this music shit. So there's really no point in, inserting any of my songs into this list. I was very tempted to, but I was like, there's so many songs out there that honestly, I could have probably made a top 25 if I felt like it. I didn't want to do that because, I'm a little bit behind on editing, and I don't want to hold up y'all day. I want to give y'all something entertaining, but, not trying to, to the point where I'm, keeping y'all in one place all the time. I want to give y'all something where it's good length, but it's not it's not going to be an hour and shit like that, right? But these 10 are not the only songs that I like to 2021. These are the ones okay, if I had to put 10 in the list, and I can only listen to these 10 songs, obviously besides my own, if I can only listen to these 10 songs that came out in 2021 for the rest of my life, I can't listen to any other song that came out in 2021, what would they be? Okay? Got my notes here. Without further ado, we're going to get started with number 10, J. Cole 95 South, featuring Cameron, I guess. Overall, off-season was disappointing, but I have to admit, that song was fire. Obviously, if you follow me, you know that my favorite rapper is Cameron. I thought that was nice putting him in there. Thought the beat was fire. I love the energy from J. Cole. He has some great bars. And matter of fact, I'm known for writing some really, really hot shit. But I'm telling you right now, that put it in right on your head, you Luigi brother now, that shit was the hottest bar of the year. I don't give a fuck. That was hotter than a lot of, and mind you, I'm nice than a motherfucker. I'm probably the best. When it comes to bars and punchlines, out of my peers in this era, I don't think anybody's fucking with me with that, mainstream or otherwise. But tell you right now, that bar was on point. One of the very few moments in the album where he switched it from the regular rapping to the auto-tune, and it didn't sound like he was trying too hard to fit in with the generation. It was nicely done. Some great bars. He said, "Check his genitalia, pussy nigga bleeding." So he had some nice bars we send them to Yahweh, we send them to Yahweh. That was cool. Overall, very great vibe to the song. I love the little John sample towards the end, that little kind of crunk South music that was towards the end of that really, really hyped you up. It was a great intro. That is exactly how you do an intro to the album. And that almost got me to say, okay, J. Cole about to do some different shit. But y'all gonna know more in my Grammys video what I thought about the off-season album. It wasn't complete garbage. Yes, I respect that J. Cole's a lyricist. Yes, I respect that he is a very, very talented rapper and an elite rapper at that. But with this album, it was disappointing considering, how he hyped it up to be in the document. But that's another story of another day. Either way, this song is completely fucking fire. I had to put this on there. All right, Ride Wave, What's Love? She got a working for all the time she was hurting. She won diamonds all the time she was blinded. Great song. My favorite song out the Soulfly album, obviously besides, can't list that one yet. I got a song that's on the deluxe. I'm not going to list that because it is on my list, but What's Love is my favorite song out of the whole regular album. Tells a great story. You know, vocally, Rod Wave really challenged himself and he brought a little something different to the table. When I talk about switching the vibe a little bit, you're going to hear it when I talk about my top 5 favorite albums of this year. But, you know, it's one of those things where like he kind of is staying in his lane, but he's kind of switching it up a little bit. That was one of those moments. It was a very, very beautifully done song. I love the harmonics with it. Like, it wasn't like crazy with the stacks, nothing like that, but like I just love how he kind of just like challenged himself vocally and then, you know, was more melodic, I could say. Either way, I love this song. I love the storytelling, everything about it. It's a very, very wholesome song. Murray, Big Decisions. That was my favorite Murray song. I actually think this is better than Quicksand. Quicksand just sounds like a radio record. Big Decisions sounds like Murray the artist. It's like, okay, if it's one song described, like no one has heard who Murray is and what he's good at. Just everything that I feel like that Murray is good at as a vocal talent, as a storyteller, his writing, you know, the beat selection, the vibe, everything about Murray I felt like was fully embodied in that song. I love the video, by the way. Just everything about that song is wholesome. You know, when I heard it, I just got it on repeat to this day. Quicksand is not trash by any means whatsoever. It is a great song. One of the best songs that came out of 2021. Not something that's talked about as much when it comes to, you know, rating the best songs out of the year. Like, I've looked at other people's stuff. It's not even mentioned, which is a damn shame. That Quicksand is a great song, but I like Big Decisions even better. That's just my personal preference. Alright, number 7, we're going to go with Kiana Lede featuring Kehlani, Your Best Friend. The overall message of the song is very fucked up and toxic. Two girls are friends, and then, you know, the girl that has a man sees her friend, and then, you know, they kind of got this little twisted ass love affair right behind the man's back. The man trusts the girl's friend. You know, a lot of people kept talking about, oh, Kehlani and Kiana Lede are kissing, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really caught up into that. I honestly could give two fucks about it. Even though it was very fucking twisted, it was just executed so well. You know, both of those ladies did their thing vocally. Both of them had some great verses. You know, you could tell Kehlani's was a little bit more of like a little hip-hop, Ty Dolla Sign-ish kind of flow with it, which is a little different, but Kehlani has shown on a couple of occasions that she can rap. She even out-raps Saweetie. I don't give a fuck who has a problem with Saweetie. I don't care. She out-raps Saweetie on her own song, which is a damn shame considering the fact Kehlani's an R&B singer, and already Kehlani showed that, you know, she could throw on some bars every now and then, right? So, even though it was still singing, she showed a little bit of more of a hip-hop flow with that. But either way, both of them did a great job sonically. Both of them killed it on their verses. It's just a very, very entertaining song to listen to. Still got on repeat to this day. And you already know that your boy is one of the biggest Kehlani fans out there. I'm probably the biggest Kehlani fans out of all of the males. Maybe. Because I wasn't at day one. Like, I got on the train a little bit late, but when I'm on that train, I'm hanging on. I don't give a damn how fast it's going. I mean, it can go as fast as one of them damn Japanese trains, and I'm still hanging on there. I mean, it could be a goddamn hurricane and trees flying around and branches and leaves in my mouth and shit, and I'm still on the Kehlani train. Anyway, we're going to go to number 6. That is her featuring Lil Baby and Lil Durk, Find a Way. And you're probably thinking like, okay, why did I choose to include the remix rather than the original song? You know, in the beginning when I first, heard the Find a Way, like the original song with Lil Baby and her was still solid. And it pretty much was the same exact song. Only difference was Lil Durk was on it. And I'm like, why the fuck? Now, I know Lil Durk and Lil Baby are enjoying collaborating with each other. Why the fuck does Find a Way need a third wheel, right? What is Lil Durk going to provide with the song? And one thing I loved about, first off, Lil Durk's verse was fire. It offered his perspective, the shit he was going through, being out there in the streets, kind of, growing up poor and things that, not really growing up poor, but like just things that he had to deal with, in his neighborhood. And then, certain street shit, he used to trust certain people and then they kind of flaked on him and things of that nature, right? I don't remember exactly what the verse is about entirely, but I get the general gist. Lil Durk has little, hey yeah, like, it probably not how he sounded, but he had the little harmonics in there, the melodies. it was fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Lil Durk really, what I thought was a complete song with Lil Baby and her, Lil Durk just added. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like you don't think a collab or an extra person is needed until you hear that person. You're like, damn, this person really made this song complete. I thought the song was complete, but it was just like 3/4 complete. Then, Durk brought in his quarter piece, and then it became a whole damn pie, and then we all got to eat. But anyway, Durk really ate on that track for sure. I love the harmonics he added with the hook. Like I said before, his verse was fire. The whole song is dope. It's a different side of her because her is more rapping about. Her is kind of somewhat melodic rapping in this particular song, which is kind of dope. It's different. She already showed that she could rap with the BET Cypher with all the fit with like Brandy, Tiana Taylor, and this another person. It's not coming to me right now. She already, and it might have been Erykah Badu. Don't quote me on that. Like it was a different vibe. It was very exciting. It's like a little. It's kind of a playful song in a way. Lil Baby definitely killed on his verse. He talked a little bit about, kind of like a little bit about his riches, a little bit about, coming from nothing, having something finally. Her kind of talked about the same thing as Lil Baby, kind of. Again, it's been maybe a couple months since I've actually heard the song. I'm going to listen to it again, but like, either way, one of my favorite songs of the year. Definitely enjoyable for sure. Okay? Number 5, Queen Naija, Super Vibe. I don't give a damn what time of day it is, whatever mood it is. Every time I hear that damn song off Queen Naija's Misunderstood Deluxe or Misunderstood Still, I think that's the name of it. Well, anyway, or Still Misunderstood. This shit's not working out. Whatever, like Still Misunderstood, Misunderstood Still. I still don't understand what the name of the deluxe is. Anyway, all I know is it got a purple cover, and then like she's a little bit more cheating out to the camera to show that she's more revealing. It's a thematic. It's supposed to be a thematic or symbolic way of posing. It's supposed to say that she's more comfortable. She's not all the way comfortable. She's more comfortable with revealing herself, her personality, and who she is as a person. Right? But anyway, that song, talk about an intro. Because I guess it's still deluxe, but like, that song is just, again, like a very, very playful song, but it's exactly what you need to kick off, like, even though I wouldn't say Deluxe is his own project per se, but to kick off like a little, I don't know what the hell, either way, I'm about to call it like a little EP, but it's not really, it's the Deluxe. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with that. Anyway, to introduce something new, that song was perfect. It gets you dancing, it gets you in a great mood. Everything about that song is just fire. And the next one we're going to talk about, number 4, Ride Wave, I Don't Want to Hear It. This song was kind of sad, yet it was kind of fire at the same time in an ironic way. Ride Wave in his own way. Ride Wave is definitely a very private person. It's clear, like, he don't really mention too much. He don't really post too much. He don't mention too much about his personal life or really give too many details surrounding that. He prefers to keep that private, which is his choice. I have no issue with that. But one thing I like about number 1, the beat was fire. I just really love how Ride Wave, even though it was sad to hear that was, kind of what was going on in his life, it's very refreshing and to hear, what's going on in Ride Wave's life, and as fucked up as it is, obviously there's definitely I'm sure there's plenty of good things in his life, but like he really just was more candid and more revealing about, there's certain people in his life that are stressing him out, that are causing him distress, that only want him for the money. Ride Wave just gets you to sing, man. Like, regardless if you can sing it or not, I can, but that's beside the point. He just gets you to sing, man. Not just one of those to do it, but like, yeah, it's really fucked up. Like, you really felt every word. Like, Ride Wave's writing was very superior on that song. You felt every word. You felt every instant that he was mentioning about his wife or ex-wife. I don't know how that's going on. Or, certain members of his family that just only call him for, when they want something from him financially. It's, and instead of, tending to how Ride Wave is or who he is as a person, instead of like saying like, instead of checking on his well-being, they just more focus on like, hey, I need this, that, and the third. And, obviously he's only one human being. He got his own expenses. I'm sure he goes out his way to help people, his own family, and then the people in his inner circle. But you know, when you're rich and your family knows it, they do like to take advantage, right? And then they'll try to hold it against your head and try to make you be like a feel like a bad person, and make you. And even though you might have taken care of them in the past, they act like you've never taken care of them a day in their lives. Number 3, I want to go to Normani featuring Cardi B, Wild Side. Definitely the best well, I can't go that far just yet. I was about to go that far. I'm about to reveal something else later on the list. I'm going to shut my mouth. If not the best R&B song of the year, second place. You know, everybody keeps talking about the visuals and the dancing, which Normani definitely can do. Normani can dance her ass off. And clearly the visuals was on point. Like the budget was big for this video, you can tell. And then it was just a lot of thought and a lot of creativity put into this. And obviously the dance performances from her and the backup dancers, they were all in sync. The choreography was definitely pleasant to watch. Just the whole aesthetic was dope. But that's not really what made me attracted to the song. What made me attracted to the song was just, it was the lyrics itself, you know, everything. It was just a very, very sexy vibe. Like the vibe it was going for, very sexy, very, do I want to say intimate? I might be reaching on the intimate part, but like very wild and crazy and just diva and fierce. Like everything that the song was trying to express itself, the vocals and the beat was fire, by the way, embodied it. You know, people just talk, well, why did you put Cardi B on the remix? Or why wasn't Cardi B in the remix? Like, why was she in the original song? Shut up. Cardi B did her thing. Like, much as people want to hear Cardi B, listen, she did her thing on that song. I found nothing wrong with her performance at all. I actually thought that in her way, with her attitude and her big personality, it fit well with the song. And Cardi B did a great job with her part. Like, there was nothing wrong with her part at all. And anybody that's saying that it should have been gotten rid of, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And really, you know, just getting on the song because it's trending. You know, like I said before, I've been all over the video. And the video didn't do it for me. It was the vocal performance, what the song was about. And both performers, both Normani and Cardi B. And then I believe it was Normani's sister towards the end. I don't remember exactly what was the thing towards the end. Either way, it was catchy as fuck. Number 2, I'm going to go with Lil Baby, Everybody. Everybody from Lil Baby is my favorite Lil Baby song. You know, because for a while, I thought Lil Baby was trash. I listened to his song, I said, I can't understand nothing. Like, I was at one point, I don't know if it was Logan and J. Paul said it. I was on that, you know, I was on that trend, but I don't understand what the fuck Lil Baby is saying. He got no fucking bars, he's ass, he sounds like everybody else. That was my initial thoughts. And then listening to Everybody, I'm like, oh, I love the video. Definitely Call of Duty inspired. He got some nice bars in there. He's rapping his ass off. The beat is fire. The vocal performance is there. You know, he's checking all the boxes on this song. This shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? So out of his whole discography, this is my favorite Lil Baby song. Just a lot of energy in that song. Lil Baby's not gonna go crazy with the energy like a Travis. He's not gonna go crazy with the energy, you know. But it was enough to really kind of make you bop your head to it. By the way, the hook was fire as well. I'm flying everybody. Got a cop in the middle of the hood. I'm flying everybody. All these famous niggas be chasing. I swear I don't care about it, but you play me die for everybody. Somebody on the street from the red bar. Somebody ain't gonna let it feel.
A fucking monkey tossing darts could do better than that.
I probably fucked up his name. I'm sorry, Lil Baby. Explain a little bit of the evolution. I took a listen to the first half of my term, and then I'm like, you know what? I was wrong about Lil Baby. Lil Baby's not ass. Lil Baby got some bars every now and then. Lil Baby's very fucking talented. I see why people like him. So I'm not 100% a fan, not even close to being a day one, but when he drops something, I will listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of hitching on to the bandwagon, you could say. You know what I'm saying? But this song didn't make me a fan. Really, the first half of my turn did, but just everybody was just, I had to put that shit. You know, I was at that time I was still with the Lil Baby, like everybody else in the generation. He's ass. I was compelled. I had to put this song on my playlist, right? Last but not least, drum roll. Queen Naija featuring Kiana Lede, I'm Her. That is, if y'all follow me on IG, that is my most listened to song of 2021. And actually my favorite song. Favorite song also out of Misunderstood, which I thought was okay. I didn't think it was trash like that, or Man, I thought it was okay. One thing I love about the song is like it has a very, how can I say, like an old school R&B, you know, very sexy bedroom kind of vibes. And I'm, you know, I love the little kind of, how can I put it, the nostalgic feeling that you get from it. First off, Queen Naija and Kiana Lede, they both did a great job with their verses. And not only did a great job with their verses, the lyrics is on point and the vocals. Whew, man, they killed that shit 100%. Like, damn. Like, I think when I first heard that song, I think I listened to it like 10 straight times in one day. I was kind of dabbling between Spotify and YouTube. And I listened to that song probably a total of damn near 30 times in 1 week. But definitely I remember 10 times in one day I had that motherfucker on repeat. I still got that motherfucker on repeat. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it is not a lot of R&B songs that are good at this. I play this shit when I work out, and like I do my little workouts when I stretch and do push-ups, sit-ups, and that shit like that, because I'm in a house all day, because, you know, everything I do is required for me to be at home. You know what I'm saying? But I put that shit on, puts me in a good mood, I power through my workout. You know, the song is just nostalgic, it's beautiful, the vocals, the arrangements, it's wonderful. That's all I got for y'all today. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace. Hope y'all enjoyed the video.